Hey everybody, this is Cooper from Dallas, Texas, and I am going to be telling you a little bit about my coming out story to y'all and everything, so I hope y'all just sit back and just hopefully enjoy this little video. So I'm a senior at my high school and everything, and I'm fixing to graduate, big year, everything, and I'm just so ready and just hyped to just get out here, graduate, go away, just get out of my house and just leave. And I will be going in the fall 2014. I'll be going to the University of North Texas, which is about an hour from where I live. It's in Denton, Texas, and I am actually, wearing this shirt right now. If y'all can see that, or yeah, if y'all can see that. So I'm a senior at my high school, whatever, and it's just basically, if you can kind of tell right now, just by the way I'm talking, my voice, or the way I look, I am gay. It might not be a shock to you, some people, but really hasn't always been like, like, hey, I'm gay, whatever, life's been good, I don't have to worry about anything, people are going to accept me. It really hasn't been like that. I've had like a lot of stuff that I've had to gone through, with middle school and some of high school. I've really went through like a lot of emotional and physical stuff. Sixth grade, whatever, I'm starting to go into middle school. I'm like, okay, like middle school, it was okay, but I mean, we've all been down that road where it's like it's hard, we just really have like those times where we just can't deal with it. Really early stage of my life where I was like, wow, like I got this feeling like, wow, maybe I'm gay, I may like boys, I may just not know, I might be confused or curious maybe. So I was just going through like all that kind of phase, thinking, okay, it's whatever, it's just a phase, I'll go get past it, whatever. But as the years went on, I was kind of thinking, oh, yeah, maybe I'm gay. Maybe I actually do like boys and stuff. The whole being gay thing was the bullying, especially in middle school. It's like really hard because everybody just makes fun of each other and just tease everybody. In middle school, I was called a lot of names, faggot, queer, homo, and back then it really did take like an emotional toll on me. I didn't like being called those things, being like, I was always threatened like, hey, I'm gonna follow you to your house and kill you and just kill your family for even ever having you. Why didn't they just get rid of you? And you shouldn't be. It really hurt to know and just have that feeling. And everybody would just, stare at me like if I was ever like getting in fights or stuff, or ever just, being bullied or picked on really bad. Like people would just stare in the hallways and just not really care. I never told my friends, I never told my family, so it was just basically me by myself battling everything. Like I didn't want to. I just felt so alone and destroyed, like and depressed. But I mean, I never like made it through middle school. Going into high school, freshman year, I was 14, and basically just for me in high school, I just felt like I just need to like get all this stuff off my shoulders. People are more mature about things now. They might just be like accept me or just whatever. Really, feeling like, hey, I gotta, this is the day, I just gotta tell everybody and just get this off my chest, have the world off my shoulders. Class, I was just like, hey, I was just telling my friends, I was just like, hey, I got something to tell you, and they were like, what? I was just like, I'm just gonna tell you this, I'm gay, I like boys, I like guys, not boy, I like guys. Hey man, we always knew, we were just waiting for you to come out. I mean, it's not really a surprise, we always knew, we were just waiting for you to come out and say it. And I was just like, for me, it was kind of like relief because they were my friends. They were still my friends after, and they accepted me for that. And I thought that was pretty awesome. Then came an even harder part because I still hadn't told my parents. I didn't tell my mom or anything. And the same day that night, my mom was in the living room on the couch. I was just in my room thinking like, okay, I'm gonna go tell her. I'm gonna go tell my parents. They just need to know. And so I went in there into my living room, told my mom. I was like, hey mom, I gotta tell you something that's like really important, and I just gotta tell you now before I regret it. And she was like, what? Like, what do you need? And I was just like, mom, just sit down, don't freak out. I was just like, mom. Came out and I told her, I was like, mom, I'm gay. I like guys, I just have been thinking about this a while and I just really had to tell you. And he basically was just like, Cooper, I know you're my son. I knew for like a long time now. I was just always hoping that you would come out. And then in the back of my mind, I was always like, maybe he's just going through a phase where he's confused. But she was so accepting of me and just loved me. She basically just grabbed me and started crying. And I was just like, mom. But But no, she just started crying, and she was just like, I love you. I'm so happy for you, and just whatever any decision that you've always made, you've always made me proud no matter what, and I just love you so much. That it basically was literally the world off my shoulders. Now that I just told everybody and I was out, my family, everybody just loved that I just finally came out. My family loves me for who I am now, and just they know the real me, and just I don't ever have to like hide or anything or be ashamed of who I am. I'm loving and accepting of myself, and I can just worry now about going to college, just dealing with life right now because now I'm having to deal with graduation and everything. But it's definitely been, years and years of just a very interesting life, and just it's been an amazing one. I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I love my life, and what I live is just really amazing, and I just really hope that I just go out in the world, do amazing things with art or whatever passion I may go into, and I just really hope that life is really good for me and I make good choices and just don't mess up and just keep smiling, keep shining, and just life is what it is. But hey, you just always got to look up, keep your head held high, and just be happy. So I'll see y'all soon. Bye.